How's it going, guys? Matt here with codetechtuts. Just want to show you a quick tip today, and that's all about controlling some of the things that start up with your computer. I do this for things like updating certain repos and updating libraries for my programming stuff. So I just want to show you this real quick. And there's a lot I could get into, a lot of side tangents on this about how programs do it, but I'm going to kind of avoid all that and just show you this startup folder thing that seems to have kind of left public knowledge a little bit. All right, so we're running Windows here, obviously Windows 10. If you want anything to run at the start of your computer, well, there are ways to do that. Like your software down here, of course, you can go to the settings of whatever software, and if you're working with something like that, I would advise using the settings they have within it. There's always something that says run at startup or something like that, and if you don't want it, you can uncheck it. So let it handle that. Usually makes a registry entry. But there's another way for things that you just want to custom run, and that is the startup. Now I usually just go to run or press Windows R and then type shell startup. All this does, it opened on my other screen, all this does is it opens up this folder from your profile to roaming, Microsoft Windows, start menu, programs, startup. So once you're in here, you can put any runnable files into here and it will try to run them. So you can see I have a batch file here and it says update VCPKG lives. I think I might have mentioned this in another video, but this is something that I find really useful because basically what this does, it runs a script anytime I reboot, anytime I start up. So I know that when I get up in the morning and boot up my PC, it's going to update to the latest version of all my libraries and all that stuff. So we can go look at this. Batch files are a little beyond the scope of this, but I'll at least show you this VCPKG one in case you're curious. If I hit open, it just runs it. And as you can see, it does all this stuff. And let's look at the code because that's what we do here. Why is there no open with on this? Okay, we'll just go to edit and make custom batch commands and throw them in the startup folder to do whatever you want. So let's just go through this one real quick. First of all, we turn echo off, give it a little title that just controls this title right here. And then we start running commands. We're just putting them one per line. First of all, I'm going to change directory to where VCPKG is. Now this is on a different drive than my C drive, so I now have to do this to switch to the E drive. Then I'm just going to echo. Now all this does is it spits out some text into your console. So I'm saying pulling from git, and then I run git pull. Now you can leave these out if you don't want all of the extra. What does undo not work properly here? There's only one undo backup with Notepad. Oh, so Notepad's so bad. Okay, so I'll just say pulling. Okay, good enough. So we do a git. So let's start over. So after changing to the directory or VCPKG is, we run git pull. Now git pull isn't going to work normally in Windows, and this is where I start getting into random side things because what tends to happen is I'll do stuff, I'll kind of walk through it and explain it, and then people have a million questions because it doesn't work for them, and it's because there's prerequisite knowledge, and so I try to cover the prerequisite knowledge so that people that are new to this don't get lost or know where to look if they want to find out more. All right, so running git pull won't work on Windows, right? Until you add it to your environments. Of course, you have to install it, but installing it, if you install it and add it to your path, I guess you could check out CMake episode 10. I think I talk about that a lot. You basically need to add git to your path. So I'll leave, rather than just explain it again, I'll leave a link to that video above somewhere and you can check it out if you want to see how to do all the path stuff. So okay, we'll continue on. Run git pull, and then after pulling the new updates, we're going to call another batch file, and it's the bootstrap VC package manager.bat that comes with VC package manager. Now this essentially rebuilds it. It's smart in a way that if you've already built the latest one and you have no new updates, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to say already updated or something like that. So it's a pretty harmless command. It's not going to hurt anything even if you don't have any updates from the git pull. But if you do, you need to run this sometimes in order to get the new binaries or whatever it may be. All right, and then I do a little upgrade here. Now this is a pretty standard command that you normally run all the time. So normally when you go to update VC Package Manager, you go to it, you run VC Package Manager, upgrade, no dry run. Or I guess if you have VC Package Manager in your path, you don't need to navigate to it first, but you still need to navigate to the right folder for the git pull, unless you make this command more robust, like you tell it which path, which I don't remember how to do that off the top of my head, so I do the change direct directory. All right, so normally when you upgrade VC Package Manager on your own, you do a git pull, you do this call thing if you need to, and you do no dry run upgrade. And this just does it all for you. And then after all that, we're going to integrate install again just to make sure. Go here, pause will make the window not close. So yeah, this is just one sample of a batch file I run every update. So you can make batch files to do any specific little things. Maybe you want your calendar to pop up or something, or maybe you want some custom app that you've wrote or written to pop up. You can put it in the startup folder. So that's the big tip. To just help make your day a little easier. For really, this is intended for noobs. Pretty much anybody that knows a decent amount about programming and stuff will probably already know this, or just about IT and stuff is a pretty standard IT trick. But yeah, just wanted to get it out there. Let me know your tips for saving time and doing things automatically, and maybe I'll make another episode about other little tricks we can use to get stuff done and save us time. All right, catch you in the next one. Peace out.